Good morning everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity, and we are up again today with more from Panalisa. And today I'm going to be using the bookmark die. Right, so I've decided to do a little Christmas shaker bookmark. So we'll talk about all the little bits that I've done and cut out. So I'm going to be using the, let me get this correct, American Crafts digital pack called Bundled Up. So that's the paper that I'm using because I really like it, and I did get this pack a couple of weeks ago and shared it in another project. Right, with those dies you get a background, and I've cut two because when I'm doing a bookmark I like it to be sturdy so that it will last for a while. So I've got two of those. I've cut one of these, and I've also cut a hole in it. And the reason it has a hole is because it's going to be a shaker. And if I just grab my other stuff before I get confused, it's from this set of circles that you can also get all different sizes of dome shaker to go with them. So I've chosen the one that's correct for this dome, and I will do a link below because it's quite a while since I purchased those. And although I want it to be a shaker, I don't want to go totally mad with it, and there's a lot of pink in this paper if you look at the little scarves. So I've got a few, you can see them there, I don't know if that's very clear, very pale pink gemstones. So I'm just going to add a few of those into my shaker. And then for the back of the shaker, I've cut the snowman's head using a larger circle, and that is going to dot behind there, and the shaker is going to go with it. So before I get any more confused, I'll show you my little bits of ephemera that I've cut out. So I printed these and cut those out from the pack. Now I have got a couple of little labels here. I did the special delivery. Now that label comes from a new die that I've just hauled, and I haven't shared that with you yet. And that's another little label. And then I've got snow, I've got hollow, and I've got a skate boot, and I've got a tree. So you'll have to excuse my throat. Right, so the die that those labels came from is actually a frame, and it's a frame of many labels, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. So that when you cut it out whole, it's like that, and you can pop all different colours of paper back in and different bits of ephemera on top of each one, or whatever it is really that you want to do with it. But the whole frame cuts out whole, or you can choose the little bits that drop out. So I will link that below as well, but that's from my haul, and I will measure it while I'm here. So I think that is the widest point on it. It's 5 1/4 by, let's have a look, yeah, going up to that one is 4 1/4. So 5 1/4, 4 1/4. It's just a great size. Right, so that's to save you any confusion, and that's from my little haul. So first up, I want to glue these two bits together. And you'll note that I've got my art glitter glue, and I have put it back into one of my little squirty bottles because it's just easier for me, I think. I mean, I do love this glue, don't get me wrong, and I find that I'm squirting out less. It's just being able to cap it, do you know what I mean? The little lid is there, and I can just slide it straight back on, whereas I was constantly, you know, gluing down and then fumbling for the hole. Right, so I've got two bookmarks glued together, and that is now, do you know what I mean, nice and sturdy so that it can be used for quite a while. Right, my next bit is this bit, and this goes onto there like that. I'm trying to fit as much into the camera as I can while being as close as I can. Now these have got here you are, I'll peel it off. They've got covers on them so that they stay lovely and clean. You can peel that off, and then you've got your glue on the background. Now I've been looking at this and I've been trying to figure out how do I do this, because the glue here is what goes to the bit in here, and of course you want to get it accurate and you want to get it straight. So it's going to be a matter of finagling that around to ensure that that comes up through there. And I think I'm going to have to glue this section first actually, because that's going to make it even less complicated. So I'll move my bookmark out of the way. I'm going to drop some glue down around the edge of this, and then I'm probably going to have to vanish for a while this dries, because when you put glue onto slick surfaces it just takes longer for it to set. So I'm hoping that that is straight because I can't see. So I'm putting that right down onto there. Now you need to ignore the white bit behind. I just need to lift that up for a second, because that adhesive tape will be, you know, virtually invisible. I'm just centering my dome up, because I don't want a wobbly one. Right, I think that's about right. Right, so I'm just going to let that dry and I'll be right back. Right, so that's dry, and pick that up. You can have a look. You've got that lovely little dome now, and that's on the back of it. So I need my snowman's head now, and I need my gems. So I'm just going to unscrew. You probably get a better view. They're just a really, really pale pink. Now I need to move this into a position where I can see it, and I'm going to put my gems into my snowman. So as I said, I didn't want too many because I want to be able to see my snowman, and honestly I think that's enough. I mean, if you weren't putting an image in there, then you could go all out and absolutely stuff it full of shiny wonderful stuff, but I'm going to go with that. Now I need to line that up. Now on the back of your dome you get a piece of tape, so you just need to go in and gently remove that with your fingers. Now that is adhesive, so I'm just going to stand up for a second because I want my snowman to be in there correctly. And I think that's it. So now you can see we've got those gems in there, but we can still see, let's see how close we can get. There we are. You can still see the snowman's face, and they're all just going to go down to the bottom. Well, it's a lady snowman, isn't it, with those lovely eyelashes? Yeah, but really pretty. So it's solid on the back now, so you can just pop your glue on, which is what I'm going to do. And this time I'm going to use my bigger bottle so I can get a little bit more out. And I'm going onto there, a little bit around the edge. I'm going around here. And then we're just going to stick this on here. Now I'm going to stand up again. And we've got that in the centre. Now I'm just going to find the hole on my glue and top it off again. I hope everyone's going to have a wonderful day today. Me personally, I'm just going to run off and have a coffee in a minute. It's been excruciatingly humid. So now we've got that attached, give that a shake. So that's got a little bit of pretties in it. I've got a little bit of twine. This is the Baker twine from, I don't know if this one's from AliExpress or from Dollar Tree. I've got a feeling that this one is actually AliExpress because it's a different roll to, see, this is the Dollar Tree twine that I keep on my desk. I'm pretty sure this one is AliExpress, and it comes on a big thick card tube, so I think that it is anyway. So I've got a nice long bit. You could of course put a tassel in there if you wanted to, but I'm going with that because I think the colour kind of suits, and all you'd have to do with that obviously is pull it straight, knot it off, and it is nice to have a nice long piece of twine when you're doing a bookmark. So like more fingers and thumbs, that's why I said I need my coffee. So that's nice and tight. You don't have to, you know, cut your threads at the same length. You can just leave them like that. I think that's absolutely fine. And now I've got my little bits of ephemera that I'm just going to glue down wherever I want to put them. And I might use some foam pads as well. I haven't decided yet. But if you do use foam pads, use something like Alina Crafts, which is not a huge thick foam, if you know what I mean, because you still need to be able to put this in a book. Or if you wanted to, I guess you could just have the twine in the pages and the tag hanging outwards. It would be entirely up to you. So I've got a little tree there. I've got my paper moving around. Me and my usual professional self. You can go slightly off the edge there. I'm going to put that one there. I do love these digital packs because when you find favourite elements, somebody did ask me the other week, why digital? It's because sometimes I can buy a paper pack, and I know I'm not on my own when I say this, but there can be 4 or 5 pages, you know, that you really love in that 24-page pack, and it's like you don't really ever get to look or use the other ones because you're not quite sure whether you like them or not. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to pop that on foam, and so it can be wasted, which is a shame. Now I'm going to have my sled going at an angle. You can see I don't waste my paper when I'm printing it, because I've got a little tiny snowman's head there. I'll just flip it over if I haven't used it and just print on the back. So there we've got a little sled. I'm just piling this on, and then I think I want my special delivery there. I do love this new frame, I have to tell you. When I get a chance and my my other haul comes in, I'll be able to use it properly and share that with you. I'm just going to go there. I don't know if I'm straight or not. Well, whether I'm straight or not, I've committed to that, so. And then I've got this cute little skate boot, and I think I'm actually going to put some foam onto that as well, so that it's tying in with my other one. Yeah, humidity, but at least we've had some rain. Now I didn't actually know whether I was going to, you know, kind of stick that onto there and stick that in there, but I think I'm just going to use the boot on its own. But I have got a personal haul coming in this week, which I'll share next week. And I treated myself to a huge snowman. I did link, I think it was last week, some real jumbo size Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus and stuff like that. And these things are huge. These are 11-inch makes when they're created. And I've never done a character that big, so I thought that's a great opportunity to get the chalks out and have a play. So I'm really looking forward to that arriving. So that is my little finished bookmark for today, and just a few pink crystals there in my snowman. Got the snow, we've got the special delivery, we've got the little boot, just lovely little layers, and it's really solid because I stuck two together, so I know it's going to last for a good while. Right, so that is the bookmark die, and I thank you so much for joining me today. I'm up again tomorrow. This time I think we're going to do some more flowers with Panalisa. So have an absolutely awesome day, and as usual, all links below. Bye.